Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate and I am a fancy content creator here online. I might dabble in a bit of crafting, and today I really want to show you a special one that I've been working on this week. Today I am making a surprise craft for one of my best friends, who you probably know really well here on YouTube, Incandescent Kiki. We'll be both attending an official Hobbit LARP this October called the Brandywine Festival in Kentucky. In celebration of this really cool event, and my first LARP ever, believe it or not, we wanted to make each other surprise gifts that our LARP characters would use at the actual LARP. We're home. Last year, Kiki and I, along with our partners, got the chance to travel to the Hobbiton set in New Zealand, and it was everything we could have hoped for and more. So getting to LARP again as a Hobbit makes me even more excited. I'll be attending this LARP as Honey Burrow, that's my LARP character's name. Honey loves traveling, researching flowers and plants to collect to take home to her bees. As well as collecting flowers, she loves collecting stories, so she carries around many notebooks to write down all the tales that she hears on her adventures. Honey loves waking up early and drinking coffee and enjoying a good book. Some notable interests are hunting for berries, dancing, smoking a pipe, and touching moss. Okay, so before I jump into this project, I do want to share some more information about Kiki's LARP character, and that will give you some more insight about why I'm making what I'm making. Kiki's character name is Fennel Fairbow, and Fennel loves gardening and making specialized tea brews from the garden. Another creator here on YouTube, Skilltree, who is also going to this event, made Kiki an amazing traveling tea set, and I'm going to link their video down below. Some notable interests of Fennel is smoking a pipe, looking at bugs and birds, and always up for a quest that stays within the Shire, and loves to host casual game nights. Recently, I've been working a lot with leather, and I wanted to use this project to help me further my skill in this craft. I just didn't know what I wanted to make Kiki until I went through their Pinterest board for their character, and I noticed one thing, that their character needed a pouch for that pipe they're always carrying around. So like any other leather project I do, even sewing, I always like to make a pattern first. I used a poster board I got from CVS to make this one. I like to use something more sturdy rather than normal paper. With this first step of the project, I did reference Skilltree's pipe pouch making video, and I highly recommend checking out his video for a more formal tutorial. After marking where I wanted my pipe to lay, I marked out the sides of my pouch to cut out, and I had to trim down the sides even more to have my pipe lay perfectly in the pouch. I decided that I wanted the bottom flap of the pouch to be an entire pocket, thankfully before I cut the leather, so I just made up a new pattern for the pocket and taped it right onto the template I had already made. I picked up this roll of leather from a craft store because I loved how soft and bendable it was, yet it still felt really durable. When I laid my pattern out on the leather, I did realize that it was a little bit too small for my liking, especially with the new pouch that I had added. I ended up having to cut my pouch down even more to get it to fit in the right direction that I wanted, but it worked out in the end. After it was traced and cut out, I always test as I go to make sure the pouch is still going to fold up correctly. Once the base of the pouch was done, it was time for the fun part, and that's adding all the little straps and pockets to hold everything in place. Here you see me laying down a strip of leather and marking it with my awl where I want my rivets to go. To prep the little holes for the rivets, you have to make them bigger, so I used my leather hole punch to punch out the holes, and then I also used my leather hole puncher to punch out the holes on the strap as well. The next step is to line up all the rivet holes together and secure each piece together with a rivet. And like I said before, I always check things as I go. I made sure the pipe fit snugly into its new strap and the pouch itself folded up still. Next, I needed to sew the two bottom flaps of the pouch together to create my pocket. And if it looks like I'm holding this mallet weird, it's because I am, and it's because this happened 10 seconds before this clip. This is your PSA to never buy cheap leather stuff off Amazon. Okay, now back to the sewing. I knew I wanted a matchbox to fit inside the pouch. Sometimes you can find them at restaurants you visit as little mementos, so I wanted to have one be from the Green Dragon itself. For my own matchbox, I referenced an old magnet that I got from Hobbit, New Zealand when I went with Kiki to tour the Shire. Once I had placed down all my pockets and straps, I wasn't too fond of how the rivets looked on the back side of the pouch. As well as the rivets, the leather itself scratched really easy, so I wanted to hide it. I found this gorgeous fabric at my local fabric shop to go on the outside of my pouch. I think it's meant for chairs or couches, but the stitching just screamed fancy Hobbit pouch to me. Here, I'm using barge cement to glue the fabric down directly onto the pouch. I do recommend using a respirator or be by an open window like I was here when you're working with stuff like this. I wanted the pouch to be a little bit more whimsical, so I added another pouch to hang off the back side. I made the strap to use in multiple ways, but I envisioned it primarily to be a little pipe stand. And to finish the pouch, to close it off, I just used another strap to securely strap the pouch in place. And with a strap like this, it's not going to be sewn onto the pouch, it's going to have an easy access to a belt, and that way you can just take off the strap and take off the pouch completely from the belt without having to take your belt off. And with that, the pouch is complete, and now all I need to do is make the journey to the Shire because I plan to hand deliver this package straight to Kiki.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shire where the local time is 9 a.m.
You're at my house!
And just like that, I'm with Kiki.
Yay!
We did not plan this.
No.
Obviously, we have great sense of taste. So, what can we say? Thank you, Pat
We
Kevin.
are built different. And by different, I mean the same.
Right. Here's your treasure, and I really hope you like it.
So excited. We even wrapped it all cute.
I didn't know we were going to do the baskets and stuff.
No, that's adorable.
I didn't have time, but I wanted to do like Hobbit like stamps, like postage stuff.
Oh,
I just did not have time to do that.
Whoa, cool. Did you make this?
This is the dumbest question. Did you make this?
Did you make this?
That was literally the point of the video.
I made the whole thing, yeah.
Wow.
So the way like I did it was this strap can always come undone, and you can take it off your belt without having to take your belt off. So
Genius. When you have ones that you have to take off your whole belt,
The worst.
not worth it. Open her up. Oh my god. It's a tiny pipe. Get out my pipe right there.
this will obviously not fit.
There's a bit of a size difference there. This is so cute, and you put the little rune in it.
It's an F
That's
for
so
your name.
cute. Pipe patch from Epi.
Yeah, I thought
That's
like maybe
so
if you like
cute.
had your pipe out and you had to lay your tobacco and stuff out, you can just sprinkle it on that.
Ta-da. I love it. That is so cute. And these matches. You painted these?
Yeah, you know like when you go to restaurants and you get matchboxes that's like little mementos?
That's such a cute idea. Yeah. Oh, and then is this a pouch for tobacco?
Yep. You can either use that pouch or like the bottom pouch. That's why I wanted to add
Cute.
two.
These are perfect for like the pipe cleaners too. Is there anything in this little guy?
Yeah. The pipe cleaners are actually in that right now.
Oh!
And this, I can demonstrate it for you. You can do it. You can use this for like anything you have, like just an extra strap. But the intention I made it for it was you can sit it on the table, and it's a way you can display your pipe without having it to like knock over and like all your tobacco fall out.
That's so smart. I am not talented enough to keep it in my mouth. So I will definitely be using that.
I used Skill Tree's template. I like watched his whole video, and I told everyone in my video, just go to his video for a more formal tutorial, because this is going to be
really cool.
a hot mess. Definitely was very helpful.
Did you hand sew these parts?
I did, yes.
Dude, I just hand sewed leather for the first time in one of my last videos.
It's very time consuming.
I still have a blister on my finger.
When I did Hiccup's armor, it took me, over 100 hours to sew that, so.
On an adventure right now.
We're gonna
to
go
use our items.
have a little picnic in the forest.
We're gonna go be hobbits.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Cute. Flat feet. I got this hair.
I got cankles for days. I have cankles.
You don't.
Oh, insert a photo. Forgot. I'm like, how the fuck do you spell peculiar? Peculiar.
Pecular.
I'm just gonna say odd.
Get out my handy dandy tool.
Howdy, partner. Fancy meeting you here, friend.